lot of people ask me, yo, Adam, how did you walk in New York Fashion Week?
In fall of 2024. Best fake boobs I've ever seen. Instant boner fat by IBS.
Richie, Rich, get over here, Richie!
I want to lick you all over.
In the New York Fashion Week blowjob story.
This is the story that I'm going to share. So I was at an open mic called the Producers Club in the in Hell's Kitchen. And I was doing a solid enough set, and I felt myself, there were some audience members in the room, I didn't think anything of them. Afterwards, I was in a comedy zone. I felt like, let's ask some comedy questions. Let's ask some people some funny questions after this. So I went up to the bar and started asking people, who's your favorite woman? I asked everybody at the bar this question. First off, the bartender was like, my favorite woman? Oh, I think Cher is my favorite woman. I like Cher. Right? I had another person at the bar. I was like, who is your favorite woman? And they said?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, yeah. Make some noise for Britney Spears. That's a good answer right there. That's a good woman. I asked someone else at the bar, who's your favorite woman? And they said, shout one out.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, yeah. I asked another person at the bar, who's your favorite woman? And they said, shout one out. Rihanna. And another person said Beyonce. And another person said Rihanna again. And I went up to the bar and saw this guy at the bar who was, what I would say is, he was visibly gay. Right, like he had the wrist motions and stuff, like the gyroscopic wrist, if that makes sense. So I went up to him and I said, yo, who's your favorite woman? And he went, my favorite woman? That's such a good question. He was like, you know what, that's such a good question. You should ask my friend Richie. Richie, Rich, get over here, Richie! And he calls over this guy, Richie Rich, who's friends with Boy George and RuPaul. And I'm not sure if you know the rule about your 5 closest friends affecting your personality, but this was definitely the case with Richie Rich. He comes over, he goes, what's the question? And I go, Richie. He goes, yes! I go, who's your favorite woman? And he goes, my favorite woman? I've never been asked that before. I have to think about it. Crosses his arms, he thinks about it. I've got it. My favorite woman is my mom. You know what, Richie? I think that's my favorite woman too. I gotta agree with you. I like my mom. My mom's my favorite woman. He goes, you know what? You're good. You're good. You know what? I want you in my show. I was like, comedy show? Or like, he's like, no, not comedy, passion. He goes, let me see your walk. I go, my walk? He goes, yeah, walk for me. And I've never done like a runway walk before, so I just did a little simple way. He looks at me, he goes, no, put your shoulders back more. So I do it again. This time I put my shoulders back a little more.
Whoa! Hey, whoa!
And he goes, you know what? You're ready. 3 weeks from today, you're going to come to Circo nightclub and you're going to be part of my show. I went, oh, I am? All right, let's do it. So 3 weeks later, we're at Circo nightclub, and I'm in a room full of actual models flown out to New York for Fashion Week. These are people that were flown out from Milan, Medellin, Mexico City, and other cities that don't start with an M. All these people are legitimately some of the hottest people in the world, and I was worried. I thought they would have like Mean Girl vibes. You know, you're not a real model. You just asked the guy who his favorite woman was at a bar. You can't model with us, but that was not their vibe at all. Like, they were all so nice. Like, one model in particular was over the top on how nice she was. Every time I'd walk by this one Filipino model, she would go, hey, hi, hello. And I didn't think much of it. I was just like, oh, she's particularly nice. I like this. So then later I'm online for hair and makeup. You know who gets in line behind me? The Filipino model. And she comes behind me and goes, hey! I go, hi! And then she grabs the fat of my waist in a way that I've only been grabbed by a Fort Lauderdale stripper. And what I could best describe as my instant boner fat, my IBF. And then she whispers in my ear, she goes, I want you. And this is a model in New York Fashion Week, so I mean, instinctively I respond, I want you too. She whispers back in my ear, she goes, I want to lick you all over. We just have to find a place for me to do that. So I start looking for a place. I'm like, the elevator? She's like, no. I'm like, The janitor closet behind the elevator? She's like, yeah. So I thought this was some type of like reverse hazing for models, but now she's walking my hand in her hand into the janitor closet behind the elevator, and we start making out, and it's never been more real in my life. All right, all of a sudden she takes her top off, she shows off the best fake boobs I've ever seen. My compliments to the surgeon. You know, you killed it with that one. And then things start to heat up. She gets on her knees, and she takes my belt off, and she grabs my instant boner fat again, and in 30 seconds or less, okay, quickest blowjob of my life, she stands back up, Listerine my little guys, back and forth, side to side, and looks for a place to spit. She sees the garbage can, doesn't spit in the garbage can, but behind the garbage can to make her mark. And then I did something that, when I tell the story to my friends, they said they wouldn't have done. Because I tried, I went and kissed her again. And tried to make her feel good like she made me feel good. So I started to, started with a light over the pants finger. But I realized something, I went, this is a fat pussy. And I don't feel an opening. So I stepped back for a second and I went, hey, can I ask you a question? She went, yeah. I went, do you have a, female part, male part? She went, oh, that. I call it a she stick. Oh. And then she whispered in my ear, but I still want to fuck you. And I stepped back for another second. I went, wait. How will we do that? And she goes, don't be silly. In my ass. And I went, oh. Let me think about it. She was like, do you still want to fuck me? And I was like, well, maybe not in the janitor closet, you know? And I told some of my friends the story after it happened, and a lot of them opened up with their own stories to me, and they were like, well, that's crazy, I can't believe that happened to you, but something similar happened to me. But for some of my friends that didn't happen to, they were like, that is absurd. If I found out someone who sucked my dick had a penis, it would be on sight. Like, I'd be trying to throw hands. Like, I would feel like I got taken advantage of, which I disagree with. Because to me, I got my dick sucked at New York Fashion Week by a model in a janitor closet. If anything, I feel like I took advantage of her, you know? So, to this day, when people ask me, who's my favorite woman? I say, does it have to be a woman? Guys, thank you for coming out to the show. I'm Adam Malef. This has been 11 Friends 45.